Siddharth Roy Kapoor, welcome to NDTV. Good to see you in person.
Thanks for having me, Rohit.
Right. Siddharth, these are tough times for the producers, film industry across every department. The Producers Guild is doing a fantastic job, Sid. You all have arranged funds, you all are providing money to the daily wage earners. That was one of the first things that you all did. How are they responding? Are you tracking that they are getting the money?
Thanks, Rohit. Yes, that's absolutely something that we're doing. Frankly, it's really the least that we could do. There are thousands of daily wage earners who have been impacted really, really terribly by the fact that shootings have stopped completely.
Yeah.
I think it's, as being part of the fraternity, it was our responsibility to ensure that we did all we could. I'd like to thank the entire film and television fraternity for really, for really contributing very generously to the fund as well. And the good part is it's been a completely transparent process where we've made sure that, that we've ensured that the funds are going to the right people and those who are most in need.
Right. Are you happy with the way, as the president of the Guild, are you happy with the way everybody's come forward, given the money, contributed, made this happen?
I am. And, one is the efforts of the Guild, and two is what each person within the industry is doing on their own initiative as well. They are, involved in so many causes.
Yeah.
They're lending their voices to, these causes, which I think is really crucial in this time.
Right.
So I'm very proud of the fraternity, on the
Right.
whole.
Apart from that, people who are watching should know that there are still many other departments. There's a vanity van department, there's a set designer department, there's a marketing department, there's a publicity department, there are writers who are working. Are you in touch with these different teams? Are you, as a guild, are you all in touch and making sure that everybody is okay and everybody is, keeping the social distancing?
I think what each member of the Guild is doing really is ensuring that those in their orbit are,
Right.
well, like sort of taken care of and, being spoken to all the time. I think it's important for every organization to be engaged with its employees, to be letting them know what they know and what they don't know, because frankly, there's a lot that we don't know at this point of time. But it's really important to be engaged with those in our immediate orbit, whether they're our own employees or whether they're writers, directors, technicians that we're working with, to just talk through, the issues and challenges that we're all going to be facing going forward.
Right. Angrezi Medium had just released when the lockdown was announced. Lockdown was announced one after the other, and that film didn't get a proper release. Suryavanshi was on the verge of releasing. Then other big films like 83 were announced. Nobody obviously saw this coming. What kind of losses are we talking about, Siddharth?
They're very significant, though. They're huge. We don't have a tabulation of them at this point of time, because I think we're still in the middle of the crisis really right now.
Right.
But there are really hundreds of crores of sets that had been that had been erected for shoots that were either ongoing or that were going to be starting. We'll be having to bear the cost of those because you don't have the insurers picking up those tabs at this point of time. You've got shoots that were ongoing that have had to be cancelled, and therefore the cancellation costs, studio rental costs. There are so many costs that are involved in the creation of content. And then in addition to that, the fact that you've got interest costs mounting on the investment that you've already put in. Right. So it is really a very difficult situation for the industry at this point of time. And we're hoping that in the next few months, we're able to see a way out of it.
Right. When you're talking to the producers, are they now, there will be a lot of accommodation required. People will have to adjust dates. They book floors and studios. Is everybody ready? Because, everybody will obviously feel that their film is priority for them. Are they ready to adjust and come on the same page, give dates of actors to each other? You think these things will be...
the spirit of cooperation I've seen in the last few weeks has been tremendous. And I dare say, I do believe that it will continue. I think we know that we're all in this together, that, we need to find a way through it together. And the tremendous goodwill and cooperation and just support for each other within the production fraternity that I've seen, in the last few weeks, I think will definitely continue. I think actors will also be very accommodating. They will give priority to those, schedules that were supposed to be before others. It's almost like if, in a way, you can just treat it like there's sort of a period of time that was frozen, and then now you resume, and let the priorities that were already priorities before that still remain priorities, because those were the ones that were the most imminent in terms of shoot schedules.
Right. There were some recommendations from the government. I saw some drafts of what the guild was working on leaked, and it came in the papers. Actors got worried that how will we work like that? Where is it that reached now? Do we have any idea when shoots start? What will be followed?
So that draft that went out was really a work in progress draft. As any responsible fraternity, we know that there is a right time for everything.
Yes.
And I think there'll be a right time to resume post-production, a right time to resume shoots, a right time for cinemas to reopen. And we're only going to be approaching the authorities at the time when we believe will be the right time for us to come forward. But we want to be ready for that. We want to be able to hit the ground running whenever we are called upon to be asked what standard operating procedures are you now putting in place? What safety protocols are you now putting in place to ensure that you can continue business, but ensure the safety of, those that you're working with? And we want to be ready with that. So what you saw would have just been a draft of a document that we're preparing to ensure that we're able to abide by, the guidelines that the government would be comfortable with.
But our producers now, that is that much accepted within them that it's not going to be the same on a film set.
I think it is. I think what the last more than 50 days have told us is that life has changed. And I think we need to be prepared for that. What most experts are telling us is that, this is here to stay, at least for the next 5 years or so, even if there's a vaccine, because by the time the vaccine gets disseminated across the world, it will take time. And therefore, we need to be able to learn to live with it. I think right now the whole country is really working on flattening the curve. But at the point of time when we get back to business, we need to ensure that we're doing the right thing and keeping the right balance between resuming our activities and ensuring the safety of the people that we're working with.
Right. In the middle of these crises, obviously because these are tough times, these things are happening. I interviewed one of your producers, Karan Johar, and he told me that these are very tough times. Producers are pushed against the wall. The money that they get is all rotation money that has to go from one project to the other. It's difficult to explain this to people that, it's not that when a film earns 200 crore, it just straight comes into their bank. It's not like that. So a lot of producers cannot hold on to it anymore, and they're giving their films to OTT platforms, understandably so. This obviously, as you are aware, and I saw your statement, that has upset the exhibitors. At this point, any exhibitor watching this interview, single screen multiplex across the country, what do you want to tell them?
I think what we said in our statement was very clear. We are passionately committed to the theatrical experience, and that is not something that we would ever want to move away from. These are unprecedented times. These are times when I think everyone needs to appreciate the predicament that we're each in, and to understand that for us to be able to get through this, we need to get through it together. And frankly, we need to be in business for us to be able to keep producing movies. Like you rightly said, there are producers whose films have been completed, they're stuck. They've got interest costs that are mounting. They've got to service that. They've got to service teams. They've got other movies that they're planning, but they can't continue with those if they're not able to monetize the one that they're sitting on already. And I think everyone needs to understand that in the value chain, for there to be movies to release in theaters, we need to have movies produced. For there to be movies produced, there have to be producers in business. And I think for producers to continue to be in business, they have to be able to monetize whatever they've got on their hands right now to keep making movies in the future.
Right. As someone who knows the industry inside out, do you understand their perspective, where they are coming from, exhibitors also, that they were waiting for these films, and if these go one by one to OTT, that's what's upsetting them?
Of course. I mean, one can completely appreciate that. There's no question about it. And we feel for them because they are our partners. And frankly, they've set up the infrastructure for us to be able to release our movies in such a wonderful way across the country. I mean, if you look what happened before the multiplex revolution, the revenues of movies were significantly lower than they became after. So I think, honestly, we're on the same side of the issue, where there doesn't need to be this adversarial stance at all. Right. And I think a few stray comments here and there should not be taken as, the assumption that everyone's feeling the same way. It is a tough time. Tempers are running high. If someone's venting a little bit, that's fine. And I think we should be, we should be mature about that and not really look at that as the indication that everyone feels the same way. I'm sure we can work through this together.
Right. Just exactly on a positive note, just to be constructive and to be on the same page. And, there are statements from both the sides. Do you think you all will be on the same page after some time, after some talks start?
I do believe that completely. In fact, we are already talking to each other all the time. There's no question of talks starting, because talks are like sort of ongoing all the time. We're engaged with our exhibition partners every day.
Right.
And of course, we feel the situation that they're going through, and we want them to succeed. And their success lies our success, frankly. And I'm not just saying that, it's true. I do believe that we'll find a way through this together. It'll be constructive. We don't believe cinemas going anywhere. People enjoy a theatrical experience once once again made to feel safe about venturing out into the cinema. We'll do all we can together to make sure that they come back.
Right. And lastly, I said it's about the fans. It's about the moviegoers. There are moviegoers watching this. What do you want to tell them? Are they are obviously holding on to it. They'll be scared to go to the cinemas. What do you want to tell the moviegoer who's watching?
At this point of time, I think what they should know is that these are very prestigious multiplex chains, as well as the single screens across the country. They're going to do all they can to ensure that they maintain the safety protocols that are mandated. And I'm sure that they'll go even above and beyond. I think once cinemas are allowed to reopen, there'll need to be a certain level of trust that consumers have that, the exhibition sector is taking every step possible. We'll be working with them to ensure that we communicate that to, the audience at large as well. And I'm sure that we will only reopen once we believe that it's safe, and once, of course, we are allowed to do so. But at that point of time, it'll be great for audiences to come back and enjoy movies, because I'm sure they're very frustrated about not being able to step out and to commune with each other, because that's the whole fun of the cinema watching experience, right? To be able to go into a hall filled with 300 complete strangers, watch a movie in a darkened auditorium and all enjoy it together and have that collective experience. Really, nothing can beat that. And I think it's only a matter of time before that comes back.
Right, like you said, cannot wait to go inside a theater. It's been very long. I've been missing that as well. Thank you. And what you said is so important. Hope for everyone who's listening, exhibitors, moviegoers, and producers. And what you all are doing is commendable for the daily wage earners. Also giving your vanity vans to female police officers. So all that is great, Siddharth. As a guild, congratulations, and hope to see you in person next time.
Thanks so much, Rohit. Take care.